Hello, Simsters. Let me know when you can hear me. Who is out there? Brian can hear me. Hello, Brian. Happy Friday to us all. Happy Carol. Happy Allie. Oh, wait. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to week 14. Day 5. Guys, 2 weeks from right now will be the last day of the year. We'll have already had Stewards Cup Thursday. Isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy. Some pretty exciting changes have been going on in my life. For one, the kids start kindergarten next week, which means they'll be in school, which means they'll be not here. Not that that's bad or anything. It's a little bad. You may recall the last broadcast that ended in an absolutely epic screaming tantrum into the microphone. Hopefully that doesn't happen this morning. As soon as the race is off, I gotta hit the road because I got a puppy. And the puppy is needing some shots today. So we have our appointment. They're like, can you make it here by 10:15? I was like, no. And then I'm like, if I'm a lunatic. So that's going to happen. I've kicked him out, though, so that you don't hear the squeaking of the magic drool bus that he loves. He plays with that thing nonstop. It is Arc Day, and we have a fantastic field of 10. Seriously, this is the best field we've had in the Arc in a while. The Arc field's clearly usually pretty good, but I love, love, love this field. It's a really good mix of 3-year-olds who are going to make noise for the next 3 years and older horses who are in the final stages of their career. I'm very happy with the whole situation. So jumping right in, number 1 is Moonfaced, and this is a son of Two-Toned for Carol Hansen, who bred this one. This is a son of Moon of Atlantis, which makes him a half-brother to Queen of Atlantis, who I'm slowly trying to look to see how she did in the Arc, because I totally don't remember, but I know she ran in it. She was 7th one year, and that's it. Okay. She tried, though. Really hard for a filly to do it. But I really like this colt. Like, I love that he's here. He, earlier this year, won 4 races in a row, including the Grade 1 London Derby. He's coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Irish Derby. He's had a busy dance card, 2, 4, 6, 9, and 11, but he has that perfect 11 to 14 break that's kind of hard to get. So if this is not his day, like, I could definitely see him pulling an upset, but if that Coleman Hell, daughter of Shahira, Joseph DePaulo, owns this one, she's coming back to me probably after this race. She did beat Older Males 2 races back in the Chief Bearheart Stakes, but that was a Grade 2 race. Since then, she got another nice Grade 2 win against fillies. She's won 4 in a row. It's funny because she ran in the Hot Springs Bunbarret earlier this year, week 4, and she'd gone week 16 to week 4, so she clearly needed a race, and she kind of got trounced. Like, she lost by 4 lengths that day. She ran a 68, so Joey ran her back in a Grade 3 race he sponsored called the Freak Runs a 68. You got to do something. And she did win that race by 5.5 lengths. We think it's hard for a 3-year-old to win this race. Well, a 3-year-old filly, it's really, really hard. And why not take a shot with a filly this good? But it's very difficult to do. So we'll see how that pans out. Number 3 is Summerland. And Summerland is a 5-year-old son of Stalingrad out of Dansu. Nina Olson owns this one. She paid $4.5 million for him, and he's won $7.2. So that's awesome. Last year in the Arc, this guy was 2nd, beaten a length and a half. The horse that beat him, the Tearslayer, has since been retired. I know Nina would really, really like to get this win. This guy is 11 for 20 and has finished 2nd 7 times. So he's only been off the board twice, or out of the top 2 twice. This guy's likely to retire this year. He's coming off of a win in the Hong Kong Champions route, which is a Grade 1. And yeah, this is one of the best older horses in the whole game. Number 4 is Only Me, and I think this is one of those two Lucas Davenport horses that no one's paying any attention to. It's Only Me and Let Me, I believe, are the two names. This is the son of King of Monsters out of a Sydney mare named Just Me. He's won $6.8 million, and I don't think many of you know who he is. He is coming off of a victory in the Toronto International. He won this Gran Premio Carlos Pellegrini, which apparently the winner of that in real life is running in the Pacific Classic tomorrow. Who knew? And before that, he won the Desert Turf Classic. So clearly this guy's on a roll. He's won $3 million in his last 3 starts combined. And I expect that he'll go from here to the Stewards Cup, win, lose, or draw. Really like what Lucas Davenport has done with these two older horses this year. Number 5 is Batacuda for Chris Fielder. This is a son of Epiphania out of the Lost Siren, who earned a few dollars short of $1 million. Batacuda is coming off of a victory in the Prix Atlantis in France. That was only a grade 3. 8 for 19 lifetime. Has only earned $600,000, so a rare non-millionaire in this field. But why not? Such a rich purse. What are we running for? $6 million? Why not take a shot and get a piece of it? Number 6 is Thunder Bay. This is the full brother, I think, half-brother? Wait. Yes, half-brother, the younger half-brother to Only Me by Coleman Hell. Laura Ferguson owns this guy, paid $4.3 million for him. He's a 4-year-old. You kind of expect that he would have been closer to that purchase price by now. He's only earned $1.8 million. Coming off of a victory in the King George Stakes. He's 8 for 14 lifetime. His grade 1 wins include the German Derby, the London Derby, the Irish Derby, and last year he was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Turf. Hold on. Number 7 is Night March. Kane Saracen homebred. This is a horse by Catassin Black out of Gentle Donna. Very Japanese pedigree, and I love it. This guy is the one we've talked about before as to whether or not he can go the 1.5 mile distance, because he seems to do best at 1.25 miles. He was 3rd in this race last year, beaten about 4.5 lengths. 12 for 24 lifetime, so he's won half of his 24 starts. He's earned $5.9 million. Not bad for a homebred. Coming off of a victory in the Worldwide Stakes, which was in Britain. None of those horses are in this race today, the horses that he beat, but he's been around and beaten some of the best, and they've beaten him, so he's one of those hard-knocking awesome types. He is a 6-year-old. Number 8 is No One Is Safe. Tim Matthews homebred, 3-year-old colt by Reddington out of Allison by Clockwork. This guy was 2nd in the Chicago Million behind Speak With Fist. Speak With Fist does run again tonight, but is not back in this race. Before that, this guy won the French Derby. The only thing I don't like about him, in general, prepping into this race, is that he went 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, going back and forth between the States and Europe. So now he's back in Europe going 10, 12, 14, going Europe, States, Europe. So that's tough, but he is getting 2.5 weeks because he last ran on a Monday. Number 9 is Loveless, and this is another one of those really good horses that you've never heard of. 9 for 14 lifetime and has never been worse than 3rd. Wait, math, yes, that's correct. $3.5 million earned. Brandon McNulty owns this one. He's a son of a Toko out of Dark Opera. And he is coming off of a loss behind Thunder Bay, but before that he won the German International Cup, and he was 2nd in the Desert Turf Classic. Rounding out the field is number 10, Sunday Heartbreak. And I love that 3-year-olds bookend this field with Moonfaced on the rail and Sunday Heartbreak on the outside, because I love both of them. Really love, lots of love, so much love. This guy beat Moonface last out in the Irish Derby. He's a son of a Shino Sunday out of an Australia mare. He's only run 7 times lifetime. He cost $1.6 million when Bernard Kwok bought him. He's actually already earned back $1 million of that. You gotta think he'll earn $600,000 in the next year or 2 or 3. Let alone maybe just in the next 10 minutes. So, yeah. He's a multiple grade 1 winner. You guys don't know who he is probably, but he's awesome. That's the field for the Arc. A field of 10, an awesome field of 10. Only 3 horses in here aren't millionaires, but 2 of them are 3-year-olds, so you think it's probably going to happen. Unless By Your Side runs 700th and then retires and comes back to me not a millionaire. That'd be a sad, sad story for me, not for you. Not that it matters, it's just pretty. A little bit of ARC trivia for you. The only 3-year-old filly to win this race in the past was With Care, and that was only 5 years ago. That was actually the sister to By Your Side, who's in this race, the one that's trying it today. 3-year-olds do win it, but not as often as older horses. Quieter Time won it 3 years ago. That was for John Exet, and before that it was King George for Melissa May. For fillies in general, the best of them all way back in year 10, that was Banner. She won 9 of 11 starts and went on to produce $12 million earner Atlas, often considered the best sim horse of all time. The fastest winners of this race ever, Trafalgar, Elysian Park, and Quieter Time, all ran a 100 speed figure, but the fastest actual one was Elysian Park. And that was that amazing year that we made the race for the Arc be awesome and full of good horses, and then we broke down Gibraltar. That was not ideal. So 4 minutes to go for the Arc. Does anyone have any selections for this race? Does anyone else agree that it's a very, very good field? Our next round of broadcasts will not be until Thursday of week 16, day 4 for the Stewards Cup 2-year-old races. I really wanted to do a surprise broadcast tonight with some of the big grade ones, but my pet sitter's coming tonight to meet the dogs, so alas, real life trumps the sim. There's currently $31,000 bet on this race. I think we can get to over 100,000. There. I bet on a horse for funsies. Don't get me wrong, I would love to call more Stewards Cup things during week 16, but it's just too hard to be by myself with the kids home all the time. It's awesome that they're going to school, yay school, but for the month of September, the school district wants to, and I quote, ease them into school, so they go 3 hours a day. That's not easing them into school. That's making parents crazy. Because then the jump from 3 hours to 7.5 or whatever it is crazy, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. But maybe one day they won't want to come bother me during the broadcast. Dude, it's so different now. I'm responding to Ashley Gibson in the chat saying that they didn't ease them in. They just said, welcome to kindergarten, go. It's so different now because we went to back to school night with parents and teachers telling us rules and whatever. And we have to teach the kids that they're not allowed to hug their friends. And they're not allowed to play tag because the force of the touch of a tag can be a problem. And, what is that garbage? It's so bad. And, the whole school shuts down one day every other week, so that they end up getting 3 days a month off. And they don't offer any, special care or anything. Kind of hoping to make a buck by watching the displaced children of parents who have real life jobs. Oh, hey, it's post time. Hope you guys got your bets in. The betting pool closes at $58,000 and a fantastic field of 10 set to go in the Arc. They're off in the Arc de Triomphe, and Summerlin bobbled the break. Moonface from the rail stumbled badly. It's the filly by your side who goes out to the lead. Only Me, Thunder Bay. Now Summerland is rushed up. Sunday Heartbreak, Moonface, Night March. No One is Safe, Loveless, and Batacuda is going to take up the rear as they come around the far turn for the first time, and it is By Your Side. The filly leads by a length. She dictates the pace with Summerland on her heels, and that guy sure wants to go. Only Me is third, then comes Thunder Bay. Sunday Heartbreak and Moonface, Night March, No One is Safe, Loveless, and Batacuda is the trailer as they come down past us for the first time. The field is settled now, and they're about 4 lengths front to back, with the filly By Your Side leading by a length. Then comes Summerlin. The rest are bunched. It's Only Me, Thunder Bay, Sunday Heartbreak, Moonface, Night March, No One is Safe, Loveless, and Batacuda is the trailer. They have less than a mile left to go. Now the pace is quickening because By Your Side has been joined by Summerlin, and those two kick on. They've got 4 lengths on Only Me, and the distance is increasing. Now it's 5. Thunder Bay is fourth, then comes Sunday Heartbreak, Moonface, Night March, No One is Safe, Batacuda, and Loveless has lost a spot and dropped back last. So it is the two dueling leaders, Summerland and By Your Side. Summerland gets his head in front for the first time, and By Your Side battles back. Then comes Only Me, Thunder Bay. Another length back to Sunday Heartbreak. Moonface, Night March would have about 10 lengths to make up. Another 4 lengths back to No One is Safe, then Batacuda and Loveless, and those three are together at the back of the pack. So the leader is Summerland as they come around the far turn. Summerland and By Your Side trying to press him. Only Me is up into third and is right there with them, 3 wide. Thunder Bay, then Sunday Heartbreak. Night March gains a spot. Moonface can't go on. No One is Safe. Batacuda and Loveless, they're at the top of the stretch, and the filly has broken. It's By Your Side who's dropped back. Summerlin still in the lead. Thunder Bay and Only Me, they're there too. Sunday Heartbreak, and here comes Night March in between horses, and Night March went wide, and he's blowing past them all. Summerland can't keep up. Thunder Bay, Only Me, and Sunday Heartbreak, but Night March is rolling home in the Arc, and Night March is going to win the Arc for Kane Saracen. Night March by a length. Only Me was second, then comes Thunder Bay, Sunday Heartbreak, By Your Side, and Summerland. The official winner of the Arc is Night March. He's a 6-year-old bay horse by Kittis Black out of Gentle Donna by Deep Impact. He's a homebred for Kane Saracen, and this is his 13th win in 25 starts. And he now has like almost $9 million in earnings. That's sick for a homebred. That's really good. And now we have to take the dog to the vet. So alas, we must go. But let's see if Liam wants to say goodbye.
Bye, Sam.
Say it really loud.
Bye, Sam.